So I got to start off with a disclaimer. This is my quick and dirty way of doing it. By no means is this the absolute right way or the only way you can do it. This is what works for me so far. So the quick and dirty method. So my quick and dirty method, select an image, any image you'd like. Press open. Once Cura imports it or starts to import it, the only thing that I changed was the base to from like 0.4, 0.8 to 1, and that's the minimum height of the image. So your white space, that'll be the tallest it can be, is 1. Anything less than that, it started printing a little funky for me. So now press OK. Cura will go ahead and generate it and put it on the build plate. But now, of course, you want to rotate it so it's printing standing up. So selecting the image, and of course going to rotate, selecting your axis that you want to do. Whoop, make sure it's 90 degrees. And it'll snap to the grid. Now that we have the image upright, you can see that the image is kind of 3D-ish. This is Tower of Terror from Hollywood Studios and Walt Disney World. But we're not done yet. We still have a whole lot of settings that we have to set in order to print properly. So instead of inputting your lithophane settings every time you do a lithophane, I actually created a profile for the settings that work for me. Again, by no means is this perfect or the only way to do it, but I created litho settings for my D1 Surmoon. And now these are the settings that I have that work for me for the filament that I'm running on my Surmoon. So I do a layer height of 0.12, wall thickness 1.2 as well. Major changes, or the only changes that I made, were the infill density to 99%. For some reason, there's a difference between doing it 100% to 99%. From what I've read, 99% is the right way to do it. My print temperature, you do what you got to do for your PLA or whatever material you're printing with. For me, I did a temp tower, 206, 60 on the bed works for me. And then also, apparently this didn't update, but also you want to print as slow as you want, or as slow as possible. The slower the better. So in this case here, I'm actually printing at like 40 millimeters per second on the normal print speed. And then, of course, it fills in all the defaults. Go with the defaults if you don't know what you're doing. I don't know what I'm doing, and this worked. And the last thing I changed is the build plate adhesion. I changed it to a raft. That way the image is secured to the bed nicely. I don't have to worry about it flopping off the bed or anything like that. Once all my settings are set, I hit slice. I wait. So after 10.5 hours, you'll turn this into one of these. Hope that helps.